Hello and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep IAS, presenting to you the daily quiz for 18th of December 2022. But before we begin, here is a gentle reminder to join our official Telegram channel for all the important current affairs updates, updates on quizzes, and also updates on our scholarship tests and workshops. To stay up to date about all our initiatives, join the Telegram channel by clicking on the link given in the description box below. Now let us begin and take a look at the first question for today. Consider the following statements with respect to business responsibility and sustainability reporting. Number 1, it was launched by the Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI, to ensure an organization's commitment to sustainability and its reporting at par with financial reporting. Number 2, it is applicable to the top 1000 listed entities by market capitalization and was made mandatory since its introduction in 2021. Number 3, it is a part of the larger Business Responsibility Report introduced for non-financial reporting. How many of the given statements is or are correct? What is the context? This article in the Indian Express newspaper today has a reference to the business responsibility and sustainability reporting, and that is why we've taken up this question. Let us begin our discussion from the year 2012. This was the year when SEBI introduced non-financial reporting in the form of Business Responsibility Report. This was introduced for a disclosure of the responsible business practices followed by a listed company. This report initially covered the top 100 listed companies and later it was extended to the top 1000 listed companies. Cut to year 2021. In 2021, SEBI issued a circular notifying new disclosure norms on sustainability related reporting for the top 1000 listed companies. And this was the Business Responsibility and Sustainability Report. So, in 2021, the Business Responsibility and Sustainability Reporting, or BRSR, replaced the Business Responsibility Reporting. Right? This latest BRSR is aimed at making businesses report on their social and environmental aspects. And this is applicable to the top 1000 listed entities, that is determined based on their market capitalization. To make it clear, a listed entity is a company whose shares are traded on an official stock exchange. Now coming back to our question. Statement number 1 is correct. It was introduced from the year 2021. Statement number 2 becomes incorrect because this reporting was voluntary for the financial year 2021 and 22. But from financial year 22-23 onwards, it is mandatory for top 1000 listed entities to prepare this report. Coming to the last statement. The Business Responsibility and Sustainability Reporting is not a part of the Business Responsibility Report, but it replaced the Business Responsibility Report. Therefore, statement number 3 also becomes incorrect. So, the right answer to our question here would be option A, one statement only. Moving on to question number 2. Which of the following is the application of glyphosate recently seen in news? Option A, it is applied to the leaves of plants to kill weeds. Option B, it is used to treat mild to moderate post-operative or post-traumatic pain. Option C, it is used to treat cancer. Option D, it is used as a cleaning agent to clean up all spills in marine ecosystems. What is the context? This article in the PIB states that the government has not banned the sale, distribution and use of glyphosate or any other pesticide that contains glyphosate. And that is why we've picked up this question. First of all, let us understand what glyphosate is. There are some herbicides that are based on a compound called as glyphosate. They were first developed in the 1970s and they are applied to the leaves of plants to kill the weeds. It is widely used in India as well. See, glyphosate was highly accepted by the tea planters in the past 2 decades. It has a very good market size in tea sector of West Bengal and Assam as well. And also Maharashtra widely uses glyphosate based herbicides for sugarcane, maize and also many fruit crops such as mango, banana, grapes, pomegranates and also citrus. The usage of these herbicides became popular in India after the illegal cultivation of HTBT cotton had started. But in the year 2015, there came up an issue. A World Health Organization study found that glyphosate is probably carcinogenic to humans. It is since this time that the activists have been campaigning against the glyphosate-based products. Countries like France, Italy and Vietnam have banned the usage of glyphosate-based herbicides. This was done because of its potential link to cancer in humans and also its effect on species diversity, such as causing death of important insects like the bees. But in India, so far there is no ban on the use of glyphosate or any other pesticide that contains glyphosate. So here we know the right answer would be option A. Moving on to question number 3. Consider the following pairs with respect to the protection status of olive Ridley turtles. Number 1, Wildlife Protection Act 1972, Schedule 1. Number 2, IUCN Red List, Critically Endangered. Number 3, CITES, Appendix 1. How many of the given pairs is or are correctly matched? What is the context? There is an image of the olive Ridley turtles in today's Hindu newspaper, and that is why this question. Let us know more about these olive Ridley turtles. See, these turtles are among the smallest sea turtles and most abundant of all sea turtles that are found in the world. They are carnivorous and they get their name from the olive colored carapace. Now about their habitat. They are found in the warm waters of Pacific, Atlantic and Indian Oceans. The Gahirmata Marine Sanctuary in Odisha is known as the world's largest rookery of these sea turtles. Also, an important thing that you should know is these turtles are best known for their unique mass nesting, and there is a term that is used to denote this unique mass nesting. Let me know in the comment section what this mass nesting is called. Now let us discuss their conservation status. The olive Ridley turtles are classified under Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. That is, Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act covers all those species that need rigorous protection. These species are granted protection from poaching, killing as well as trading. So 1 here would be correct. Also remember that black buck, snow leopard and also the Bengal tiger are classified under Schedule 1 of this Act. Now coming to the IUCN classification. The IUCN classifies olive Ridley turtles as vulnerable in the IUCN Red List. So 2 becomes incorrect. Coming to CITES. CITES is a multilateral treaty to protect endangered plants and animals from the threats of international trade. And under this treaty, the plants and animals are classified under 3 different appendices. Appendix 1 covers species that are in danger of extinction and their commercial trade is prohibited and permits are required for their imports and exports. And olive Ridley turtles are classified under Appendix 1. So 3 becomes correct. Therefore, the right answer to our question here would be option B, 2 only. Moving on to question number 4. How many of these countries border Peru? Number 1, Bolivia. Number 2, Brazil. Number 3, Chile. Number 4, Colombia. Number 5, Ecuador. What is the context? See, Peru is dealing with a political crisis with 5 presidents in just the last 5 years, all unable to complete their elected terms. And recently, protests have erupted after President Pedro Castillo was ousted when he attempted to temporarily suspend the Congress. And it is in this context that we've picked up this question. When we talk about the location of Peru, Peru is a country in Western South America. It is bordered by Ecuador and Colombia in the north, in the east by Brazil, in southeast by Bolivia, and south by Chile. So the right answer to our question here would be all 5, that is option D. Now let us take up a previous year question from Prelims paper 2017. Consider the following pairs. Traditions as well as communities have been mentioned here. Number 1, Chahila Sahib Festival, Sindhis. Number 2, Nanda Raj Jat Yatra, Gonds. Number 3, Vari Varkari, Santhals. Which of the pairs given above is or are correctly matched? Say the Chaliha Sahib is the most important festival of the Sindhi community where they worship their god Jhulelal. So 1 becomes correct. Coming to number 2, which is Nanda Raj Jat Yatra. This is a 3-week-long pilgrimage in Uttarakhand that is organized once in 12 years. But Gonds are not native to Uttarakhand. So this would be incorrect. Coming to Vari. Vari is the pilgrimage of the Varkari sect related to Pandharpur god Vithoba in Maharashtra. And Santhals are not native to this state, so 3 also becomes wrong. Therefore, the right answer to our question would be option A, 1 only. Moving on to the fact of the day for today, which is SWOT satellite, that is Surface Water and Ocean Topography Satellite. What is the context? NASA has launched the SWOT satellite to conduct a comprehensive study of the world's oceans, lakes, and rivers. And this advanced radar satellite is designed to give an exceptional view of the water bodies on Earth. Let us discuss more about this SWOT satellite in this segment of our daily quiz. See, NASA's SWOT satellite was launched aboard SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. Talking about its specifications, this first of its kind satellite incorporates advanced microwave radar technology to collect high definition measurements of Earth's surface water. SWOT's main radar instruments operate at the so-called Ka-band frequency of the microwave spectrum. This will allow its scans to penetrate cloud cover and darkness over wide patches of Earth's surface. So this will enable scientists to accurately map observations in 2 dimensions regardless of the weather and regardless of the time of the day. So this will help them observe large geographic areas more quickly than before. It enables researchers to better trace fluctuations in the planet's rivers, lakes during seasonal changes and also major weather events. The data compiled by SWOT satellite will be used to enhance ocean circulation models. It will be used to speed up weather and climate forecasts and also will be used to aid in managing scarce freshwater supplies in drought-struck regions. A major thrust of this mission is to explore how oceans absorb atmospheric heat and carbon dioxide in a process that naturally regulates the global temperatures, as this process has helped minimize climate change. It will also help scientists to figure out ocean's tipping point. That is, what is the turning point at which oceans will start releasing rather than absorbing huge amounts of heat back into the atmosphere and accelerate global warming rather than limiting it? The researchers and scientists opine that this satellite is needed more than ever in the backdrop of climate change worsening droughts, flooding situations, and also coastal erosion. That is all for today. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching and keep learning.